Hi everybody, I'm Dan Egan and welcome to the wild world of summer. And for the next half hour, we are coming to you from Casco Bay, Maine, Peaks Island, from the Inn on Peaks Island. This place is awesome. The suites are big, spacious, and beautiful. And of course, you can always just pop over for the day and grab lunch or dinner here at the Shipyard Brew Pub. I really like it. Hey, coming straight at you, we got Kate Shaughnessy. She's going to show us how to kite sail. Mike Jones, Wild Water, he's going to stock the Androscoggin River. And we're going to drop in on the women of NASCAR. But up next, it's Sky Narcelle, skydiving with Skydive New England.
Stop showing feelings, you're not a believable man.
Hey everybody, I'm Sky Narcelle for Dan Egan's Wild World of Summer, Round 2 at Skydive New England. We're here checking out some really cool formation jumping. These guys are absolutely crazy. And we're also going to learn how to pack a chute, which is a very valuable tool to know. So stick around.
I know you're lying deep down inside. You must go step down. I know.
We're in southern Maine, in Lebanon, Maine. It's just a few minutes from Rochester, New Hampshire. About an hour and 15 minutes north of Boston. We're an hour south of Portland, so we're sort of triangulated between all the big cities in the area. The first-time jumper can show up and either do a tandem skydive, which are physically attached to their instructor. You know, that's probably the most popular way of doing it in the United States. It's really easy to do, and you have an instructor every step of the way. So that's the one we recommend for most people. You also do accelerated freefall classes, and those classes are about a day long. And that's sort of geared towards learning how to skydive. So there's a series of jumps they do, and they put different maneuvers in each one, and it builds themselves up to where they can solo jump. If we have a lot of skilled jumpers who have thousands of jumps, they'll get together and they'll engineer a dive on the ground. It's called dirt diving. They'll sort of make a plan to do what's called points. They'll make a formation, you know, in the sky. It could be a round or some other flower shape or something. And once that's completed, they'll do a complete break, and then they'll change their shape in the sky. So they'll try to do as many of those shapes in the sky in you know, a 60-second free fall period.
There's been an emergency. The number's 911. The whole world is knowing the damage it has been done. Now it's time for us to have to decide. But before any decisions are made, we're gonna have to rewind. See, I'm afraid of the dark days that have come, because peace and family should be concern number one.
I do it for the fun. Actually, my biggest passion is jumping with my team. The competitive side for me is very exciting. It's you know, you don't get to jump with the high-level people all the time, so it just brings another level of excitement to the sport. Gives you something to drive towards too. Goals are always important. Outside of the competitive side, we just did over Thanksgiving the world's largest parachute formation. We built an 85-way big diamond formation, and that was recognized recently as one of the most memorable flights of the year. So it's pretty impressive to see that. It's a real fun crowd to jump with.
It's as safe as you make it. I mean, all the equipment's up to date, and the equipment's perfect, so it's usually never an equipment problem. It's getting complacent and forgetting to check things and stuff. As long as you keep all your gear intact and you're safe about it, and you do everything the way you're supposed to and by the book, you can be a pretty safe sport.
This is Parachute Packing Class 101. We're going to start by making sure that the brakes are set. These are the control lines, what you use to steer around the canopy and what you use to flare it when you're landing. So these are already set by a previous packer or the person who landed it. So I'm not going to undo it and re-show you how to do it. I'm just going to continue. So I'm going to pick up all the lines in my hands like this, run down the length of the lines.
All the gear has 2 parachutes in them, and it also has an automatic activation device called an AAD. It's a little onboard computer, so if the person doesn't open their parachute on their own, it will automatically fire the reserve parachute, so they'll get something above their head. Those things work really well. They're very reliable. The reserve parachute is packed by a certified rigger who has to go through a long training course through the FAA.
Basically, what you're doing when you're packing it is you're putting it into the bag and into the container in the exact opposite order that it comes out. So you just take it how it opens, and we're kind of bringing it back the opposite way that it opens and putting it into the container and everything.
Is it heredity or environment lead towards amnesty or be a nihilist? All these juxtapositions just to jockey for position as a world power. We've approached the final hour. Plant the seed of peace and let it blossom like a flower.
That's how we pack, and that's how you pull.
Like a coward, we have been born into Babylon. The only way to win is stand together, respond. The world will see our light at that point. We will succeed.
Oh, I love Skydiving New England just because, just the area is just gorgeous to jump in with all the, the background, the scenery when you're up in the air. The people are great. These are friends I've known for years and years in the sport. Mike Carpenter's been a great friend of mine, and since he bought the place, I figured I'd come up here and support him. But it's really a great location. I mean, in terms of the camping, having a campground, the food's all available. The aircraft is up and down, no problem. So it's just a good place to come and know you're going to get up in the air and have some fun.
There you have it. Got to check these guys out. Give them a call, 1-800-YOU-GO-JUMP, or check them out on the web at yougojump.com. They're also going to have some jump and raft adventures this summer. They're going to go off. So this is the place to be this summer. Get off the couch. I'm Sky Nacelle. Catch you next week in the Wild World of Summer.
The day was round, we're running the damage, it has been done. Time to open up your mind, rewind, and now it's time to react.
Things are getting wild. Don't go away.